talk it over.
Hey folks, welcome to our show. This is Local Music Scene, and I'm your host, Allen Estes. And we got this beautiful new facility, upgraded facility, 1623 Studios, the old Cape Ann TV. And we love bringing live music to you from especially local talent around the Cape Ann area. And today my guests are no exception. They are locals, and we're going to be talking with them. So excited to have them on our show. But first, I get to do a song. And this is called Directions. I won't keep you long. I just had to call you and tell you I've moved back to town. I'm all settled in. I got a place in the country. Do you still think of settling down? By the way, there's a barn, and I got me some horses. Remember how we used to ride? Now I found the dream that I must have been dreaming when I rode off and left you behind. All those years running blind, I almost gave up trying. Then I found out what love really means. You said it so well in all those old letters, and I've been reading the lines in between. Anyway, did you know today was my birthday, and I planned a party for two? Made me wish as I blew out the candles. Do you think you could make it come true? Just let me give you some simple directions for starting all over again. This time I promise you'll know where you're going. I won't lead you down that wrong road again. No, never again. Take a ride at the light, heading west out of town until the lines on the highway disappear. Then follow the flow of that old river road. It's gonna wash away those long, lonely years. Where the old road ends, a new road begins. So don't look back, and you'll see where you are. Then over the hill you'll come to a meadow, and you know I won't be very far. Just hang a right at the end of your rainbow, and you can't miss my heart. Directions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please say hello to Alexandra and Josh.
Hello.
Hi, folks.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, and oh gosh, all sorts of nice little tidbits of information to share with you folks. But could we start with a song?
Yeah.
Okay, Alexandra and Josh.
So this is called The Color Lilac. Stay for an hour. My love had brown specked arms, reminded me of stars. If I never chose to trust the moon, I wouldn't have these scars. Ooh, do I hate or cherish you? The color lilac, strung up on his walls. Ooh, they matched his flowing bloodstream, and that was their downfall.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Alexandra and Josh, welcome to our show. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. The Color Lilac.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow. Okay. So let's go back a little bit. How did you folks meet, and what got this all going, and come from musical families? Let's talk a little history here.
Yeah, so we've known each other basically our whole lives. We went to Sunday school together. We went to middle school together.
It was like way back when,
way
fourth
back,
grade.
like yeah.
A really long
and
time
then
ago.
in high school, we were in the band together. He played trumpet and guitar in the Docksiders, and I was the singer. So we kind of junior year just started playing together. We would actually like hang out after school on Wednesdays and just kind of started jamming in the band room. And then we like kind of just figured out we really liked playing together, so we kind of put together a repertoire and started like gigging out at small gigs and kind of just worked our way up from there. So.
Wonderful. We've actually had the Docksiders on our show a few years back, and we had a lot of fun. We went to the high school and,
Yeah.
and did a live taping. That was great. Well, you guys sound so great together. That was
Thank you
wonderful
so
stuff.
much.
And now you put out an EP a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to check out their website. It's a beautiful website. Just Google Alexandra and Josh, and it'll come up and navigate your way through it. They got some video on YouTube and some. They got a new record coming out, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But they got you can listen to their songs off of their first EP. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful
Thank you.
stuff. And when did you actually decide that you wanted to go out and start performing, as a duo together?
It kind of started at the moment like we started playing together.
Yeah.
We had like that first we did like little cover videos and stuff and like recordings and whatnot, and kind of just after playing the first one, it kind of one thing led to another, and like at that point we had so many videos, we kind of had like a repertoire to work with, and so we were just like, I mean, we have all these songs down, why don't we just go out and play with them, and just see what happens, and the rest is history.
Yeah,
right?
we kind of started volunteering at different places. We still love to volunteer, like nursing homes and
Oh, good for
visiting.
you.
Our first gig together was, I think, a human rights benefit concert. So that was kind of our first little jump into the music scene here,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of took off.
Well, we shared a little gig together. We both played at the mayor's inauguration
Yeah.
on New
Blast.
Year's Day. Yep. That was what an honor to be, asked to do that. That
Yeah.
was really great.
Definitely.
Wow. And so, do you guys write songs together too?
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so all the stuff that's original, you sit down and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, a few of the songs I wrote at the piano because I play piano, but most of them we co-write. He's more like chords and all of that type of thing, and I'm more of a lyric person. So
Yeah.
we kind of work well together in that aspect.
Yeah. We just like, shoot ideas back and forth between each other. Like, you got technology at the point where you can just like grab your phone, get a quick recording, and then just shoot it out, and then kind of ping back and forth with
Yeah.
different ideas, and leads to
Absolutely.
some music,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we've been calling you Alexandra and Josh, but it's really Alexandra Grace and Josh Cominelli, right?
Yeah.
And I was told, Josh, that you are the fisherman statue of the great-great-grandson.
Yeah, he's my great-great-grandfather, Clayton Morrissey.
And
A
so-
lot of people say I have the same jawline as him. Have a little bit of a look.
Let me see from the side.
A little bit,
Yeah, but
yeah.
you're not as green though.
No, my
Yeah.
hair's a lot longer too.
If we put the hat on, I mean, well, that's unbelievable.
yeah, I'm pretty rooted with the town, I guess you could say.
I would guess so. So you come from a long line of fishermen.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew more about it. I definitely want to look more into it, but that's about as much as I know,
Sea shanties.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could learn some sea shanties or something.
It's wonderful. You guys should go and take a picture down there with the man of the statue.
Yeah.
And, but that would be
I
great.
did some graduation photos with them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like senior photos. I was sitting up on the statue and.
Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah, it's my great granddad.
Well, we're talking with Alexandra and Josh, and could we get another song?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Let's pretend. So this one's called Let's Pretend. There are two sides to you, like the truth there lies you in between, lost in a haze, the trick of your gaze. You say you wanted to pretend. What made you choose to be a ruiner to end a good mentality? It was a game I didn't want to play. You say you wanted to pretend. You never told the truth. You always made me blue. What kind of friend are you? Who are you? You don't even know who you are. I don't think you do. You Pretending is all you do. Telling lies and spreading around your excuse. For me you aim to push all your blame. You say you wanted to pretend. You never told the truth. You always made me blue. What kind of friend are you? Who are you? You don't even know who you are. I don't think you do. You don't even know you. Pretending is all you do.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow, really great. Whew. Wow, lovely. So, the first song you did was The Color Lilac, right?
Yeah.
And you got a new record coming out, and I believe that's going to be the title of it. Do you have a
Yes.
little something special you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so The Color Lilac, we were trying to come up with sort of like an album title because we have a whole bunch of different kind of vibe songs on the album, so it was kind of hard to title. And when I first got to Berkeley, which is the school that I attend now, I was really inspired by Miles Davis' Kind of Blue, that album. There's some really great songs on that. And it was just inspiring to me as we were writing this album. And so I was just thinking of like a title kind of like that, but not, I didn't want to like copy it, but I wanted to be inspired by it. So lilac actually, like the word, it comes from like Persian and it means blue-ish.
Oh, really?
So so it's kind of like a play as to Miles Davis's album, Kind of Blue. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. And both of those songs you've done so far are going to be on the new record?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow. So that's really wonderful. Now, we are talking about the record being released, you think, on August 3rd, I
Yep,
think you said,
yeah.
okay? And you're going to be holding a local
Album release.
CD release party?
Yep.
At the Elks
At
on
the
the
Elks.
back shore?
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, folks, definitely put that on your calendar. August 3rd. And so what kind of thing is going to happen with the admission? The people get a CD? And
No, so we're going to do free admission. We just hope that everyone will purchase the CD.
Oh, yeah.
And what we're going to do for the CDs is name your price. So whatever you can afford to give for the CD.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Well, that's a great spot for
Yeah.
especially in the summertime with the backdrop. And
Yeah.
that'll be wonderful. Wow.
Yeah, we're going to have a full band because the album is mostly full band. There are some just acoustic songs, but those ones actually have.
Well, you must have read my thoughts because my next question was
Yeah.
going to be when I went onto your website and listened to your EP. That was, I think, 4 songs, right?
It's 8. I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the ones that I listened to were
Yeah.
pretty much this, guitar
Yeah.
and vocal.
Yeah.
But so you're getting into more production and adding more instruments and stuff?
Yeah, so Josh plays a plethora of instruments. He plays like drums and bass and all that, and
Oh,
I
wow.
play keys. So
And you
we
play
kinda
some
just,
piano and your keys
yeah.
and stuff?
So we just kind of put them together. We had our friend Torben accompany us on cello for a few of the songs, which is exciting. So yeah, we're having some Berkeley people accompany us during the album release party too. So it's going to be full band.
Wonderful.
So we're excited.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you're almost done recording, I think you said?
Yeah, we have a session tonight actually, right after this.
Oh,
And then
you'll be all warmed up.
Yeah, and then we have one more next week, and then we're done. So
Wow.
yeah,
And then it goes to the graphics and
Yep.
mastering and all
Yep.
that sort of
Promotion
thing?
and all
yeah.
that fun
His
stuff.
sister is actually she's an artist, and she's doing the art for us. So that's exciting.
Your sister, John?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're keeping everything local. We're doing
I
this.
love it. Keep it in the
Yeah.
family.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
And where did you record?
Bang a song.
Oh,
yeah, local.
okay. Tony Goddess. You can't do more local than that.
Yeah.
You know, that's unbelievable. Wow, that's great. So let's talk a little bit about the songwriting process. I know how the story you just told us about how you came up with the concept for the title. Do you usually have like a melody and some lyrics that you bring to Josh, and then because there's so much rhythm in your playing, you know, and then put the chords to it, and then kind of maneuver that way, or do you actually write lyrics together? How does that work?
It's kind of all mushed together. I'm really into poetry and stuff like that, Yeats and all that. So I kind of write poems on my own. I have this little book that I just write ideas down. And then he just kind of writes music on his own. And then if something works together, that's great. And sometimes we sit down together, like just with the purpose to write a song, and we'll just write a song then. So sometimes
like it's with that you haven't brought a lyric and he
sometimes we just go kind of. We just sit down and just start going.
Wow, that's amazing that those things can work for you. But I'm guessing that probably to get the ball rolling for your co-writing, you'd come in with like some poetry that you'd written or something like that.
Yeah.
And you'd say, do you like this idea? And you'd kind of read it through and talk about it, and then probably you already have some of the rhythmic of the poetry in your head as to if it would fit into like the rhythm of a song, and then you start thinking in terms of melody. Yeah,
that's basically what we do. And Josh, like I said, writes the chord progressions, and sometimes I'll stick like a little jazz tribute in there because I'm a huge jazz fan. And then he'll adjust my lyrics sometimes if he sees like a word that would fit better or an idea that would fit better.
Yeah, definitely some words sing better than others. And others so then it comes down to fine tuning on something like that.
Yeah.
Well, when you're writing poetry, Alexandra, do you think in terms, because if you're like, you know, inspired by the poets, do you still think in terms somewhere in the back of your head of like verses, choruses, and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I definitely do.
So somewhere in your heart you're thinking, I'd love this poem to become a song.
Yeah, exactly. I do a lot of my writing too. I go for rides. That is a really big thing for me. Sometimes with my mom, like in the middle of the night, like at midnight, I'll be like, you want to go for a ride? And we'll go for a ride and ideas will just come. Like that's kind of where I get a lot of my ideas, is looking around Gloucester, and really it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because I do the same thing.
Really?
And Bob Dylan said in his book Chronicles, he said, the only thing that you really need to do as a songwriter is keep moving.
Yeah.
And of course that is a wide open thing for lots of people, but if I'm working at home on a song or something and I'll just to, you know, clear my head, it's more driving around even than walking. I mean, it just clears my head, and then all of a sudden the thing that was bogging me down often just snaps at me because of, you know, you've just gotten away from it and just set it aside or something.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly wish you guys the best of luck. You got a great future ahead of you. And aside from the August 3rd CD release party, I know you're going to be playing around Cape Ann some this summer too.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the Beauport Hotel. I think that's June 13th.
June 13th.
Yeah.
June 13th at the Beauport Hotel.
Yeah, and
is
then
that what kind of times is that? 6 to 9?
6 to 9. Yeah.
6 to 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're doing Feather and Wedge in Rockport in July. All of this is on our website and on our Facebook. We're doing some different farmers markets. We're doing Topsfield Fair actually in
the Topsfield
September.
Fair. Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, that'll be great.
We're doing Seaview Farm does this like on Friday nights. They like set up the farm and like have a cookout.
Rockport?
Yeah, and have like a cookout type of thing, and it's so cool. We love doing that. So we're doing that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, go on their website, Alexandra and Josh, and just Google it. I'm telling you, the website's a lot of fun to navigate around, and you can get a chance to see what they're playing and listen to some of their stuff. And pretty soon they're going to have a new record out, The Color Lilac. Well, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having us.
Best of luck to you guys. I think we have time for one more song.
Yeah.
And this is also going to be on the new record?
Yep. This one's called Paper Trails. They call for memories. I try to remember your mind when we first met. I crave you now like nothing else before. You saw a lot in me I had never seen before. I knew what darkness felt like until you came around. Lit a glow in me I thought would never be found. Crave you now like nothing else before. You saw a lot in me I had never seen before. You knew that I would love you. My vision blurred with red. But this is what you get for leaving things unsaid.
Beautiful stuff. Whoa. That was great. Alexandra and Josh, thank you so much. And I'm going to be looking at that fisherman statue completely differently now.
Gotta look the jawline.
That's unbelievable. Well, best of luck to you guys.
Thanks so
That's
much.
wonderful. I believe that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap. Thank you, folks, for coming on down and hanging with us.
Thank you.
That was a great show.
Thanks so much.